you it.
Okie dokie. I have it muted for right now. So
Uh,
so anyway, guys, thank you for joining us for the Square Enix E3 2019 conference. We are joining our friends over at GameSpot for this. Of course, they are also the proprietors of comicbook.com, which we use on a frequent basis. So I figured I might as well give these guys some extra promotion and love uh, and all that jazz. Let's get to a point where I really need to like just turn off my messenger because people are texting the crap out of me right now.
I wouldn't know any of those people.
No, not just you. There are two other people who have also texted me.
Hmm.
Our buddy Calvin texted me. He found some heritage in a bottle.
Hmm.
That Mountain Dew Liberty Brew. And then my wife texted me a juke. It's saying that like you're not permitted in like in the hot tub if you're pregnant, but
Mm-hmm.
but the little diagram they use for being pregnant is like the baby looks like a game controller with like a little wire going to it.
Right.
So it's like you're not permitted to in the hot tub if you have swallowed a baseball and an Xbox controller.
Hmm.
Oh God. I told Calvin that I bought a 12 pack of that Mountain Dew Liberty Brew and that my wife has been swiping it. And he says the baby's going to come out with tons of heritage, possibly a mullet. All right, fellas, we're about ready to unmute these guys because they are going live. And so are we once they stop
I gotta
talking.
turn them up.
They're waving bye bye. And here we are.
Bye. Huh. That's a small stage.
Square usually is.
But
Square.
you know what? Do you know what that stage reminds you of?
What?
Listen to the music. FF9.
Oh, okay.
Theater.
Gameplay footage captured on various platforms at various stages of development.
Look what it is.
Yep.
I told you, didn't I? They're gonna open with it. This is gonna get loud, and I don't care. Tweet. God, that sound gets me all teary-eyed. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Please welcome Yoshinori Kitase, producer, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
He was the original director
Yep.
of the original game.
Mm-hmm.
大変嬉しく思います。22年間の時を経て、あのキャラクターたちが非常に美しく、さらに魅力的になって帰ってきました。
I'm very happy to be able to introduce this long-beloved title once again. After 22 years, the familiar characters
The Bethesda guys
have
here.
returned,
Yep.
slowly becoming more beautiful and captivating than ever before.
今まで応援し続けてくださっているファンの皆さん、長年のサポー
Yeah,
トありがとう
Japanese
ござ
don't
いま
like
す。
that shit.
大変お待たせいたし
It's
ま
in
した。
business.
Like, sit down.
共に踏み出すことを
Keep your cowboy hat on.
To our longtime fans,
Check your heritage at the door.
support and patience over these years, and we look forward to embarking on this journey together.
FF7 をリメイクするにあたって、ファイナルファンタジー7の世界観やキャラクターたちをより深く今回は描いております。ファイナルファンタジー7リメイクプロジェクトの最初の作品となる本作では、ミッドガルのストーリーを広大にかつ緻密に語っております。またゲームデザインも今作用に最適化しておりまして、ブルーレイ2枚組相当のボリュームを見込んでおります。一本の独立したゲームとして
Take a breath,
十
dude.
分期待に応える作品になっております。
Remaking Final Fantasy VII has allowed us to dive much deeper into the world and its characters than ever before.
I'd
the
hope
game
so.
design was optimized for this title as well, and we anticipate 2 Blu-ray discs worth of gameplay content.
It's gonna be big.
The first game in this project expands on the story of Midgar and is such an elaborate retelling that it has become a solid standalone game in its own right.
これからご紹介する映像およびゲームプレイで、ファンの方の、期待を決して裏切らない皆さんのね、よく知っているFF7 に再会できることとなります。
Through the content we are about to unveil today, and through all that we have yet to unveil, we will not disappoint your expectations. Your reunion with the Final Fantasy VII you know is near.
それと同時にですね、当時を知らないゲームファンの方は、全く新しいね、ファイナルファンタジーと出会うことになります。
To newcomers who never played the original, we present to you a completely new Final Fantasy and a perfect starting point to explore the world of Final Fantasy VII.
Please welcome Neil Pabone, Senior Manager, Product Marketing, Square Enix.
はい、本日はですね、ニールにゲームプレイを紹介してもらいます。
So, Neil is here to introduce you and walk you through gameplay.
Thank you, Katase-san. All right, everyone, let's mosey. Final Fantasy VII Remake features a hybrid gameplay system that merges real-time action with strategic command-based combat. For starters, each press of the square button is a swing of Cloud's Buster Sword. Cloud attacks, dodges, and blocks all in real time. His standard attacks do some damage, but they barely scratch the surface of Cloud's true potential. Succeeding on the battlefield requires much more than just hacking and slashing. Cloud needs to be tactical. He needs ATB. 2 ATB bars are displayed in the lower right. These fill up slowly over time, but fill much faster as Cloud lands standard attacks.
Cool.
Nice.
Once an ATB bar is full, you can enter tactical mode, where time slows to a crawl, and you have the opportunity to choose
nice.
actions from the command menu. Katase-san, I've had the pleasure of seeing quite a bit of the game, but tactical mode never gets old for me. I could just sit here all day long and watch this beautiful slow motion action.
観客の皆さんはね、おそらくね、他の部分ももう少し見たいのではないかと思いますが、皆さんいかがでしょう。
I think the audience would like to see more. Isn't that right, everyone?
Fair enough. Good point. Good point.
Yeah?
Well, once in tactical mode, you can choose to perform various abilities, such as Cloud's Braver attack. Using an item attack will deplete an ATB charge, and if Cloud has the right materia equipped and enough MP, he can use ATB charges to cast spells. Of course, this being a remake, we're sure to see some familiar faces. Using his
look, you
iconic
see the-
gun arm, Barrett is able to target enemies at a distance. Barrett's standard attacks generate ATB charges similar to Cloud, but his abilities are entirely different. Switching between characters in combat is done with a single button press, which makes rotating through party members a snap. Speaking of other party members, Kitase-san, when are we going to see Tifa in action?
Maybe soon.
All right. Characters will continue to fight even when you're not controlling them directly, but it's up to you to choose how and when ATB charges are used. You can maximize your effectiveness by switching between characters or issuing commands to characters with full ATB bars. Every enemy has a focus gauge that fills up as you do damage. When the gauge is full, the enemy becomes staggered and you'll deal bonus damage. Tactical mode evokes the command selections
cool.
from the original Final Fantasy VII and allows players to enjoy battle while taking the time to think strategically. For players who prefer fast-paced action, abilities and spells can be bound to shortcuts for immediate execution. Shortcuts make
Yeah, it's
combat
gonna be
extremely
me.
dynamic, but the choice of using them is entirely up to you. Right, Kitase-san?
そうですね、プレイスタイルに合わせて楽しめるゲームになっておりますので、ぜひご期待ください。
That's right. The game has been made so that
There's
you
your
can
stuff,
choose
look.
how to play.
Yeah.
I hope players get excited about this.
Well, that's a brief introduction to combat in Final Fantasy VII Remake, and we
Brief.
look forward to showing you a whole lot more in the coming months. For now, let's see how Cloud and Barrett do against a more formidable foe.
It's the first reactor.
Good old Red Scorpion.
No red scorpion.
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
No other option, huh? Should I be worried?
Hear that?
Yeah.
It's on you.
Guess it's my turn. Oh yeah! Time for some hardcore payback.
Going all out.
And there's the giant.
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius?
It's my time now.
Ooh.
He's holding them.
Bingo. Focus on that core.
Focus on its butt.
Take him down. Damn it. Need to heal up soon. Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
What do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris.
Knock on this.
I like that. Raver.
Find cover and hunt her down.
Again and again and again.
I like how once it chooses one, it doesn't move it, so then the other character can run up and start attacking immediately. I am dropping some quality here on my end.
I am too. I get the little black bar of like, hey, ooh, here we go.
Taking over.
Nice.
Going in. You're as good as dead.
Cross slash.
Yeah, finish it. Listen.
Showed you how it's done.
I didn't hear the victory music.
I didn't either.
Please welcome
But
Tatsuya Nomura, director, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Thank you for joining us, Nomura-san. It is an absolute honor to have you here. Katase-san, how do you feel working with Nomura-san once again on Final Fantasy VII Remake?
はい、彼とはですね、原作の FF7 以降、何作もね、一緒にね、その後も仕事はしてるんですけども、今作のようにね、再びね、ディレクション、キャラクターデザイナー、そしてね、ストーリーとね、がっつり組むのはまた久しぶりなのでね、22年前と全く変わらない熱量でね、今作でも取り組んでいる姿を見てね、私も正直ね、喜んでいます。
Since the original Final Fantasy VII, I've worked with him on many titles, but it has been a while since we've actually had him work so heavily on a project like this, from the direction to character design to the story. And I'm really happy to see him working on this title with the same passion that he had 22 years ago.
はい。
野村さん、コメントどうぞ。
はい。今まで結構長い間お待たせしましたが、ずっと応援してくださっているファンの皆様、本当にありがとうございました。そしてですね、皆さん今日初めて、プレイ画面を結構長めに見たと思いますが、おそらく想像してたものとは少し違ったんじゃないかなと、思っております。
So first and foremost, we wanted to extend our gratitude to those who have been waiting so patiently and have been supporting us for such a long time until now. And also, we've taken a look at gameplay right now, and we've fairly showed you a good bit.
でですね、そういうわけなので、皆さんぜひ触れてみたいんじゃないかなと思いましてですね、実際に、触ってみたいですかね。
And I was wondering, do you guys want to actually play the game?
Well, you turn my PlayStation on.
明日から開催されます E3 のですね、スクエアエニックスブースの方で、セブンリメイク、プレイアブル出展していますので、ぜひ機会のある方は、触れてみてください。
So we actually have playable demo kiosks available at the Square Enix E3 booth. So I hope you have the opportunity to try it out.
I hate all of you.
はい。それではですね、最後に、皆さんにご覧いただきたいものがありますので、ぜひ、昨日はですね、コンサートの方でショート版のトレーラーを、公開しましたけども、今日はロング版をご用意してますので、ぜひご覧ください。
So finally, there is something that we wanted to show you. Yesterday, we showed you a short version of a trailer at the Final Fantasy VII concert. Today we have a longer version.
それではお願いします。
All right, please take a look.
I told you, lots of fantasy. That music.
Damn.
If that's all playable, if they're saying that one disc is Midgar alone,
Dude, they've totally like expanded on the sides of this place.
yes.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir.
Ooh.
You can
Bike
have it
fight.
for saving my life.
There's Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse and Cloud on the back of a
He's
bike.
keeper?
Oh my god.
Man, I've dropped frames on this.
Yeah,
Bad.
Gotta look
Same.
at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice.
Help me!
Wait, can she see it too? There's Tifa.
Marlene.
Have you been a good girl?
I heard you're having second thoughts.
I know we have to think big if we're going to make a difference. But not like this.
Guys, shut
I
up.
just... I feel trapped. My turn.
Oh, here we go. Wow.
Get going.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Shinra building. See that? Blocking while pinned.
Yeah.
Got you now!
The airbuster.
Mm-hmm.
You're not real.
Look at that. There he is.
I have a favor to ask of you. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
You bastard!
Hold on to that hatred.
Mm-hmm.
Pre-order now and receive bonus summon materia. Steelbook case mini soundtrack art book deluxe edition.
Is that the only one? That's the yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
That's one of the play arts. Take my wallet.
Take my wallet. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Hey, just the son I wanted to see.
I know what happened with you guys in Seattle.
How do you feel with us misfits?
Come on! Got ya!
Ready when you are, young master.
Oh my god, this is so exciting.
Oh my gosh.
I love the setting. It's so beautiful, man.
Time to hit the road.
So I've seen it up.
It'll be fine, Daniel. As long as we're together.
I want to see what his power can do.
Come on, Daniel. You got this.
Starting to be able to control his powers.
Oh no.
Oh, I shouldn't do this.
I'm gonna be refreshing
On the ground.
Mm-hmm.
over and over again.
Oh my god.
I miss Dad.
I'm so sorry, Daniel.
I'm really glad I got to meet you.
It's the same for me.
Bro hug.
What a nice dude, man.
It's the puppy. The puppy.
We got a puppy!
But this is like Life is Strange thing that they're. I think I remember seeing like when they announced this originally.
Oh, this is gonna be the cliffhanger.
Is it like a side story?
God damn it.
I guess. Or it looks like a older story.
I never did play any of the Life is Strange. They look kind of cool to sit down and actually play through.
No, that's
Mhm.
it, isn't it?
This game is awesome.
Life is Strange 2.
From ages long ago, miasma has blanketed the world. Crystals keep the deadly miasma in check, but the crystal's power is not eternal. These are the chronicles of brave young adventurers who
Yeah,
journey
I know what this
to their
is.
home.
This is the
These are the Crystal Chronicles.
Crystal Chronicles remaster.
If we had no crystals, miasma would consume us all, correct?
Never did I imagine that it could be so bright.
In online multiplayer mode, caravan with friends wherever they may be. Keep the adventure close at hand. The journey now unfolds on smartphones. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition. This winter, embark on a new journey once more.
Switch. That'd be a Switch game to get. Hey, there's Octo.
Lead us on our way.
This should be fun.
This world is full of mysteries.
Prepare yourself! I will not lose to you!
Now the true lesson begins.
The hunt is on.
This is the beginning of your end.
Conjure lightning!
This will settle things.
My blade protects those in need.
Now seal the deal!
Let's end this, shall we?
By Brand, I'll strike you down.
I'm ready for you.
This is our chance.
Octopath Traveler.
Yeah.
What is this one?
I don't know. I'm trying to.
Last Remnant. Okay.
Nice.
I remember that. Oh, the Switch.
Tonight.
Yeah.
The children of Hargon, the vile cult that worships destruction, has outlawed the building, cooking, and creation of all things, and captured the builders. All hope seems to be lost until you, a young apprentice builder, manages to escape the clutches of evil. Washed up on the deserted shores of the Isle of Awakening, and with the help of your spirited and mysterious companion, Malroth,
Definitely tell who has
it is
art
up to
style in
you
this one.
Oh yeah.
Unravel the
All the
roots
Dragon
of
Quests
this land and
I know.
defeat
are
the hateful
Toriyama.
children of Hargon. Travel the diverse islands and discover your true potential as a master builder. There is a land of adventure with many islands offering unlimited building combinations. You will have to master new crafting skills on each island, with more to do and even more to create. Everything in Dragon Quest Builders 2 is much, much bigger! Build huge structures in a larger world with more variety and options than ever before, and with a little help from the eager islanders. The world is humongous, and you'll need your wits about you to get around. Run across open fields and explore ruins, treacherous mines, and spectacular castles. Dive into the watery depths to discover hidden treasures. Climb the highest mountains to catch the sunset. And glide home to rest up for your next day of adventure. But beware. Monsters roam this land and will need to be dispatched with cunning composure. Luckily, accompanying you on your quest is the enigmatic Malroth, an aggressive amnesiac with a fondness for fighting foes. Use powerful attacks on the battlefield to take down monstrous beasts. Work together with your villagers to till soil, plant seeds, and raise a multitude of crops. Be sure to customize the way you build your fields to support the kind of crops you're growing. Harvest anything from the humble cabbage and wheat to tantalizingly tasty tomatoes. Big projects require big help. You and 3 friends can team up online to build anything you can imagine. Let your creativity run wild! The only limit is your imagination.
That's neat.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not necessarily my cup of tea, but it would be fun like to mess around with. Not necessarily something that I would want to put a lot of time into.
Reminds me a lot of Minecraft.
Well, yeah, and I think that's the point. It's like better Minecraft.
To destruction and save the world in Dragon Quest Builders 2.
He's very excited.
Yeah, he is.
Almost excited as Bethesda guy. Playable demo.
Old Luminary. Yggdrasil's chosen. Well, you're the reincarnation of the Luminary.
This is the deluxe edition of Dragon Quest XI.
Yep.
Know this. The Luminary is the root of all evil and will bring naught but misery to our realm.
Yeah, this is cool. You can play the game in either like those graphics or the old school graphics.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
That is awesome.
It is cool. There's no arguing that.
Do not lose heart. Do not look back. Remember, you're the Luminary. We believe in you.
Still no date though. see a lot of paintings here. If they fill them all up.
Hello everyone, this is Carolina.
Alberto and Carlos Mastreta.
I was gonna say, like, that car looked a little too real.
We're a family of motorsport fans from Mexico, and we're the founders of Original Fire Games.
Over the last few decades, we have seen a fascinating evolution in racing games. And nowadays, you can drive almost any type of car on amazing recreations of the best tracks in the world.
However, we believe it's time to try something different. We want to do this by reviving a style that pioneered racing games decades ago.
Our game mixes top-down racing with a classic, sharp arcade look and tactile driving physics, which brings together a whole range of styles and eras of motorsport.
We are delighted to share this moment with you.
And show a sneak preview of our game, which Square Enix Collective will publish in 2020.
Join us for the ride, and see you again soon.
Kinda neat.
Battalion 1944 recaptures the core of classic competitive first-person shooters. You'll need to quickly coordinate strategies with your team on the fly, whilst keeping your movement nimble and your aim precise if you hope to beat out the competition. There are multiple game modes for you and your team to dive into. Test your skills in domination, capture the flag, or team deathmatch, and perfect your tactics in the highly competitive Wartide game mode. Faceit competitive toolset is fully integrated into the game, bringing world-renowned competitive matchmaking, 1v1s, tournaments, rankings, and leaderboards. Kill enemies.
This looks
win
like
matches,
old school Call of Duty.
1944 prowess and unlock visual customization rewards. Each season will bring challenges for you to complete and medals to unlock, whilst tracking your in-game accomplishments and providing you with an easy way to compare them against your friends via in-game leaderboards. Halt the Axis offensive in their tracks with the rapid-fire PPSH, or take fire with pixel precision with the Mosin Nagant, and a whole host of new weapons just as deadly as their owners. With a range of environments to test your skills in, and a variety of weapons at your disposal,
I like the way it only takes
play
4
as a
shots.
team and compete to be top of the leaderboards. Available now on Steam.
Drop the phone.
Oh, dude. I got some bad news.
What?
All right, so the first class edition of the game that comes with the figure is exclusive to the Square Enix store.
Okay, I already have an account there, so oh well.
I know.
Oh my goodness! Did you see how much it was? $330.
Jiminy Christmas.
Limited one per customer, so it's up to you.
Well, I can't buy it. It's from Square. I don't have that money on me.
Oh, you guys have it now?
Well, yeah, it's Square Enix store. It's not Amazon.
Please welcome Naoki Yoshida, producer and director, Final Fantasy XIV Online.
Hi guys, my name is Naoki Yoshida, producer and director of Final Fantasy XIV. 今日はですね、すいません、短い時間ですが、僕からはいよいよこの7月2日発売となるファイナルファンタジー14拡張パッケージ第3弾漆黒のヴィランズの紹介をさせていただきます。
So we'd like to take a little bit of your time to show off Shadowbringers Final Fantasy XIV's third expansion pack, which is releasing on July the 2nd.
2013年に新生オルゼア・レルムリボーンが発売されてから、6年が経ちました。なんと世界で累計登録アカウント数1600万を突破し、
Okay. So if you pre-order it, they'll charge you a few weeks before the official release date. But you can't pay on it.
更新することができました。これらはすべて世界中のプレイヤー、光の戦士の皆さんのおかげです。この場を借りて改めてお礼申し上げます。
It's been 6 years since the release of A Realm Reborn in 2013, and over the years we have surpassed 16 million total registered users. Plus, we have reached the highest number of active subscribers in history, in its history, before the launch of Shadowbringers. This is all thanks to our players, our warriors of light.
このシャドーブリンガーズではですね、拡張パッケージにとどまらない新作 RPG1 本分のボリュームとそしてゲーム体験をお届けしたいと思います。
We view Shadowbringers as more than a simple expansion pack, but as a new game filled with volume and gameplay experiences that are comparable to a brand new standalone RPG title.
また新ジョブであるガンブレーカー、それから踊り子、新種族のロスガルとビエラなど、これからファイナルファンタジー14を始める皆さんにも多数の新規の要素が用意されています。
And there's so many new elements in the game for those who have yet to play Final Fantasy XIV, including 2 new jobs, the Gunbreaker and the Dancer, as well as 2 new playable races, the Frothgar and the Viera.
And to get it the same day, the next day, PM, is $36.
2020年3月3日までの間、 漆黒のヴィランズをお楽しみください。
I have to be honest with you.
To bring Shadowbringers as the latest installment in the
It's
Final
not worth
Fantasy
it.
franchise for our fans to enjoy, at least until 2020
Okay.
March 3rd.
To
when
get
Final
the
Fantasy
figure.
VII
I mean,
Remake comes
I
out.
have 2 Cloud figures already. It's the same. It's not the same figure because this is from the remake model. I have one from the original game model. I have one from Advent Children. I don't have the Hardy Daytona,
World premiere of the launch trailer for Shadowbringers
but
releasing
like
on July the 2nd.
when you pre-order. So, the deluxe edition gives you one more pre-order summon material, and that's Carbuncle. Otherwise, when you get the deluxe edition, which is $80, you get everything there. You get the Cactar and the Choco Chick materials, but you don't get the figure. That figure adds like $150. And it's not a statue, it's a posable figure. It's
So it's an actual action figure.
yes, it's like the ones that I have.
Yes.
And I mean, yes, they're great quality. But you have to ask, is it worth $339 though?
They were once living creatures or people that were caught in the past.
You know what my answer is.
Once the change is wrought, there
You
is
know that, right?
I know. It's just like I already have I already have figures. You know?
The eternal light of these creatures has
And that's
confounded
where
us for
like I'm
900
like it's not
years.
worth it to me. The only thing I don't have is the damn motorcycle.
Another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether, relinquished by its predecessor.
It's not for you.
I know that. I'm talking like.
But also, does it have, the other one have the Sephiroth Steelbook case?
Yes. The deluxe edition comes with the steelbook case, the Cactar and Choco Chick summons, the art book, and the soundtrack CD.
And the carbon.
Does not come with Carbuncle. Carbuncle is first class edition only.
But they must be fed with ether. Living ether.
This world is beyond saving. Like those who try to save it. This world is its fill.
I don't think it's worth it. You do you, and you get what you want. By all means. Anybody else out there, you do you as well. But
Man.
like I've already got 2 Clouds, Tifa, Eris, Red, Vincent, Sephiroth. And like here I am thinking in my head, you know, like freaking $330.
What was it for?
$360 if you want it the next day, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not including tax.
Mm-mm. I don't think it's worth it out, honestly.
Tax is another $25.
I want it, but I don't want it.
$385. Let's go $385 minus 80. And you're paying an extra $300. At the end of the day, I mean, when you when you calculate tax and shipping,
Yeah, literally, it's actually $300.
yeah,
it's about $250 extra.
Well, yeah, I originally estimated $250. After everything, it's $305 extra.
I'm sorry, I can only
Just for that thing.
For the motorbike and Cloud figure and 1 DLC summon. That's Carbuncle. Carbuncle does reflect. What else is Carbuncle going to do unless they change it? And then with the deluxe for $80, you get the steelbook, the art book, the soundtrack, and Cactar and Choco Chip. You get man, I can't justify that. Like the figure isn't enough.
I'm with you on that. I'm looking at them, and literally the only thing is the bike.
Yeah, I mean, in that one summon.
I like the way we've pretty much stopped watching this show.
Well, I've been glancing over. This is Dying Light, obviously, right?
Yeah.
We'll take a break and watch this. I finally, found where you can pre-order them. They're only on Square Enix store right now because I want to get it on Amazon.
I haven't seen it on Amazon yet. I still have it up.
Yeah. The standard edition is on there, but that's the old placeholder standard edition that's been there forever.
Right. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think it's worth it just for the motorcycle. I mean, I can order another one.
Well, yeah, because here's the thing. They said that basically they're going to ship you the deluxe edition and then a separate box that has the figure and the motorcycle in it.
Yeah.
Like
overnight next day PM is $25. Because you don't want to wait.
Right.
I mean, I don't want to wait. I'm not going to wait.
Because if you're going to buy that, then you would be going out and buying an extra copy to open and play.
Yep.
Day one. Because why? Yeah.
That's where they're getting you.
Because by the time you do the shipping for $25, then you're doing like.
Hold on, they're doing Finally Coming West. They're doing
Romancing Saga 3.
Yeah. And that's another one that looks like you can play.
Or is it just the old one? It's like retro.
Well, they showed new graphics, so this looks like it might be the old one. But they showed new graphics to begin with.
Saga Scarlet Grace. It's a newer made game.
That's the one I saw.
All right, so as far as the first class bundle, not to deviate from what they're doing over here, but just to say this, it says, note, this is a soft bundle. The Final Fantasy VII Remake Deluxe Edition contents are bundled separately from the PlayArts Kai, Cloud Strife, and Hardy Daytona. So, just like I said, you're not getting a big box that has everything in it. You're getting two separate boxes in one box, like one shipping box. You're getting the figure and then the deluxe edition. You're paying an extra $300 for a figure, which
it's cool, but it's a $300 figurine. I mean,
yeah,
I can get one. I can get the older ones or the Advent Children ones for the same price, or a lot cheaper.
All right, I just looked right now. This is the old one, not the current model. Okay, not this one, because I want to double down and say that I think this version is a newer mold from the new game, right?
Right.
But you can buy it now on eBay, the old one in the box for $186.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Brand new on Amazon. The Kai Cloud Strife Final Fantasy Advent Children figurine with the black cloak.
Yep.
On the shoulder mounted for $190, and then with the diamond cosmetic Advent Children Cloud Strife and the near motorcycle action figurine deluxe set for $77.99.
Okay. I will be right back. So continue watching this. I'll be right back.
As the War of the Visions. Leonis, ruled by the Red Lion Monarch, possesses the power of visions as well as twin princes.
Western kingdom, governed by a policy of peace and its brave and wise king. Fennis, where the king of the savages has organized the barbarian tribes into Ardura's mightiest militant state. Wezet, the great eastern kingdom over which reigns its icy despot. Crystal Sanctum, a religious city-state with believers throughout Ardura, founded by one who claims to be God. Each burdened with its own dignity, thus is the curtain drawn on a struggle in which the fate of nations rests. All is for one's homeland. War of the Visions, Final Fantasy, Brave Exvius. Now in development.
Now, that's all right.
Woke up in the morning, it's a long road. Can't stop in the evening, it's a long road.
Please welcome Sebastian Wojciechowski, Studio Head, People Can Fly.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sebastian Wojciechowski, Studio Head at People Can Fly, the studio behind Bulletstorm and Gears of War Judgment. Yeah, any Bulletstorm fans in the house? All right. Wow, let me tell you, it feels great to be here and feels amazing to be able to finally announce Outriders. I'd like to thank the team at People Can Fly. You guys are amazing, and I know that some of you are watching this live, even though it's 4 a.m. in the morning in Poland, so make a noise for them, please. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, Square Enix for the help and support as we work together on this exciting new IP. You know, over the past few years, People Can Fly has grown to over 200 developers and 4 studios across Poland, the UK, and most recently, the US, to bring you what is our most ambitious shooter to date.
Outriders,
to
huh?
present more, To present more of our vision, I would like to take this moment to introduce a short video from our game director, Bartek Mita. So thanks a lot. More on Outriders this winter. Thank you.
Shooters are in our DNA. It's our passion. And it's what we do. Outriders draws on all our experience from all our previous titles.
So this is from Bulletstorm and Gears of War Judgment?
Yep.
Devs?
We describe Outriders as a dark, modern shooter built with traditional values. By that, I mean we are creating an experience with a strong story that you can enjoy with your friends or on your own. We want to tell a complete story. We are confident we are building a shooter with a powerful gunplay, incredible weaponry, and a hostile new world we want to spend many hours in. It's a game we've had in our heads ever since People Can Fly left Epic Games. Outriders is a 1, 2, or 3-player drop-in, drop-out co-op shooter.
Co-op? That's cool.
In our game, you will create your own Outrider and journey across the hostile planet of Enoch in search of the source of a mysterious signal. It's a pretty dark and unforgiving world, and yes, there is a lot more depth to the game, but I can't say too much more right now.
That's interesting.
We've been on for about an hour. How much left? I mean, we're waiting on Avengers now.
Yeah. That we know of.
Reincarnation is the foundation of our way of life. We celebrate the lives we've been given and offer up prayers for the next. It is grief of death which shackles the living and causes the dead to stray. Indeed, there is no greater affront to reincarnation. So we turn our grief to joy as we send off the dead. But the souls of those who held back their tears in life still need salvation in death. A duty that falls to the Watchers. The Watchers sever the bonds that tie the lost to this world and send them off to the next.
Action RPG.
They navigate the emotions of the living and the dead.
Grim Reaper, whole dead deal. Okay.
Above all else.
Whoa.
This is the story of one Watcher.
It's Tokyo RPG Factory.
It has to be. Ooh.
Oninaki. August this year. Switch, PS4, and Steam. Hold on. What?
Huh?
FF8. Remastered?
Wow.
Hell yeah. Finally.
We've been asking for it.
Character models look really good.
All of the above.
Yeah, just like joining 7 and 9. And all the others. Oh.
Here it is.
Yep.
Thor, Tony, check it out. At once. Try to keep up.
This just got a whole lot more interesting.
Yeah. Unleash the Hulk.
Is that a joke? Did Thor make a joke? Cap, they got pulsar tanks.
Oh, yeah.
He kicks into the curb.
Cap, what's going on over there?
Dr. Chimera, what's your status? Should head back.
No, stay on task. There's still some surgeons on this bridge.
Some say they were set up.
Others call them murderers.
Do the Avengers pose a danger to society? That was the question, Bruce. That was the question.
Well, we all lost something that day. But that's not how this story ends.
The white space suit.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Not bad. Looks good.
Please welcome Sean Eskai, Creative Director, Crystal Dynamics, and Bill Roseman, Vice President and Creative Director, Marvel Games.
It makes me wonder if they're actually going to be making like a Marvel Games universe, you know, like to go along with the Marvel Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. We love you. Yeah.
Bethesda guys there.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. We are incredibly excited to reveal Marvel's Avengers to the world. A few years ago, Crystal Dynamics and Marvel began collaborating on an original Avengers game. One that combined epic action-adventure with cinematic storytelling. A game where we as players can experience in both single-player and co-op what it's like to be Earth's mightiest heroes.
Do I have any true believers in the house? Yes! Awesome. Because you will instantly recognize your favorite superheroes and villains, but you'll also see that they're unique to this game, as this is Crystal's interpretation of these iconic characters.
Our story begins at A-Day, as San Francisco celebrates the opening of the Avengers West Coast headquarters and the team's custom helicarrier, outfitted with a strange experimental energy source. However, the day turns deadly when an attempt to steal this new technology results in massive destruction. Blamed for the tragedy, the Avengers are outlawed and our heroes disband.
5 years later, a horrific evil threatens the world, and our only hope is to reassemble Earth's mightiest heroes. You'll play as your favorite Avengers in an all-new original story showcasing authentic Marvel heroism and humanity.
Mm-hmm.
It's about losing what matters to you most and fighting to get it back. Yeah! Yeah!
Everybody's like, got anything else to say?
Where's Hawkeye?
Most importantly, this is a story about self-acceptance in the face of adversity, about embracing our individual powers and learning that together we are mighty.
You'll lead the team as the legendary super soldier, Captain America. You'll call down the lightning as the Asgardian god of thunder, Thor. You'll channel the anger of scientist Bruce Banner by unleashing the Hulk.
That guy's excited.
You'll gather
He's into
intel
it.
and strike swiftly as the ultimate tactical spy, Black Widow. And finally, you'll blast through the sky as the charismatic Tony Stark, known to the wider world as the Armored Iron Man.
To bring this incredible story to life, we've assembled an all-star cast. I'll let them introduce themselves.
I knew it. Troy Baker.
Well, duh. He's in everything.
Who are you people?
And Noah North.
Hi, I'm Troy Baker, and I play Bruce Banner.
Hi, I'm Jeff Shine, and I play Captain America.
I'm Travis Willingham, and I play Thor.
Hi, I'm Laura Bailey, and I'm playing Black Widow.
Hi, I'm Nolan North, and I play Tony Stark.
Of course you
Just
do,
certain
Nolan.
characters, I don't think you ever have to be.
Yeah, no
talked
kidding,
into.
right?
Yeah.
You know, so we'd like to have you play Tony Stark, Iron Man. Yeah, yes. You know, everybody always portrays him as this super confident character, and I think it's a mask for him. I think he's one of the most vulnerable guys.
I think Bruce is just such a cool character. A lot of people are really quick to bring out the big green, but I think that Bruce is a super complex character. It's fun, and I've never played him before.
What is very relatable about Natasha is she's extremely capable, but she's at the core, she's human. She's
What?
surrounded by all of this larger-than-life stuff, and she has to step up to it.
I feel like Thor got really interesting in the last 10 or 15 years. For me, I like where he's kind of landed in the public eye, you know.
One of the things I think is cool about Cap is I never feel like he necessarily wants to be a leader. He accepts that he is. I feel like sometimes the best leaders are the ones who don't necessarily want to be, but they're right.
I
for
don't
the
want
job.
it.
Having an original story to tell us what they've done at Christmas.
That's what I was
is
thinking.
great. So I think everybody's going to be pretty stoked.
The Avengers are at their best when they are all together, but the chemistry is do not shake.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Can't wait for you to be able to play the game, but right now, you don't have to wait for some exclusive content.
Do the Avengers pose a danger to society? That was the question, Bruce. That was the question.
Did you even check the science? Did you check?
It was a heist, Bruce.
No.
We were outsmarted.
The Terrigen reactor was unstable, and you knew that. You knew that, and you still paraded it before the entire world.
So what? We just give up? We didn't give up, Tony. We failed. At least I can admit that.
No, we failed him. We failed him.
Please welcome Scott Amos, Head of Studio, and Megan Marie, Senior Community and Social Media Manager, Crystal Dynamics.
They said, and here's him. It's Nick Fury. It's Samuel L. Jackson.
Hello, E3. You've just seen a high-level view of the cinematic and character-driven campaign of Marvel's Avengers. But launch is only the beginning of this adventure.
Marvel's Avengers delivers a narrative over multiple years with exciting new content released at a regular basis.
Like the Avengers, you and your friends are stronger together. You'll assemble into teams of up to 4 players online.
Ooh.
Where you can master extraordinary abilities, where you can customize a growing roster of heroes, and defend the Earth from ever-escalating threats. Oh yes, oh yes. And to make sure everyone comes on this journey with us, we're incredibly thrilled to announce that every new superhero and every new region will be delivered at no additional cost.
Nice.
So it's going to have like some dedicated online multiplayer where you play together. Maybe kind of like a Dragon Age-ish.
So our promise to the community is that we won't have random
Or maybe
loot
you actually go
boxes
through the
or
story
pay-to-win
together.
scenarios.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, no loot boxes, no pay to win.
This game represents a collaboration across Crystal Dynamics, Marvel Games, I know you're out here, IDOS Montreal, these guys are here, Nixie Software, our new Crystal Northwest studio, and everyone at Square Enix.
So our game is about embracing your powers and living your superhero dreams. We have an exclusive gameplay demo in our booth that will show you more of the core campaign, its original story, and our superheroes in action.
So, Marvel's Avengers will release worldwide on PS4, Xbox One, Stadia, and PC. We got you covered. And we're excited to be partnering with PlayStation to bring some awesome surprises to the PlayStation audience, including early beta access and unique benefits that we'll be revealing in the future. But before we go, we have one final glimpse into our world, including when you'll get to play this game. This is what's next for the Avengers. Thank you, true believers.
Damn it! Progress, Hank! I have a plan, but it's risky. Hank, that doesn't look ready.
Come on, Tony, live a little.
Good old Hank. Yes.
Unbelievable. It worked.
It's sort of cute when they're small.
Ah, didn't doubt you for a second, Hank.
May 15.
Wow. Are we zooming out for all of them?
Yep.
Or... Yeah.
So actually, you are correct. This is from FF9.
I know.
But it's actually the hunt.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually the hunt, not the theater. You know what? Like, because you said the theater, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, wait, no, what was that from? As soon as I heard it again, I'm like, the Festival of the Hunt, whatever it's called, dude.
Right.
Not a bad showing.
No, not at all.
From Square. I mean, Square, obviously, like you said today, you hit it off right off the bat. FF7 nailed it home. We got to see a lot more of it. We got some indication that so the game is shipping on 2 discs, and Midgar is a game into itself.
And that's what they said, is that it's on 2 discs, and Midgard takes up 1 full disc. So, how far are we going here? Because Midgar is, for the size and scope that they show in the game original, is massive. So, are we actually going to be able to go through all the sectors? Like, actually through them, or
I don't know, man. Midgard does look massive. There was a scene where Cloud had trying to escape on a motorcycle with Jesse riding on the back. So that was new, right? I feel like they're going to be adding quite a bit of buffer. Not buffer in it like in a bad sense, but like just more expanding the story, getting it to where the original story that we have, as complete as that is going to seem like an outline in comparison. There's going to be more in between the lines. Whereas in FF7, after you blow up the reactor, you run up some stairs, and then you end up meeting Eris, which is like a quick little bump. She gets knocked down. You go over there. She gets up. You have a little exchange, and then she leaves, and then you go to another screen. It's going to be like a 5 to 10 minute exchange now.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot longer. How far does the game go? That is the question.
I want to know. I got to know.
And maybe we'll find out. I mean, it would almost be like against their best interest because you're giving away a spoiler then. Exactly. If you let people know where it ends, right?
Yep.
But then again, it's like, I want to know, like, can you give us a hint on how many parts, please? Because that'll give me an idea of kind of where this is. Because if it's 2, I know where it ends. If it's 3, it's a little bit more. Man, I don't know. It would be nuts if this game that we are getting is just Midgar.
Right.
That'll blow my mind. I mean, it'll be cool because it'll be a big, massive game.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
I don't either.
I'm gonna give them a B+. I'm gonna grade it a B+ from me, because everything else. Go ahead.
I can give mine a B+.
Because Avengers look great. It looks awesome. It looks. I don't want to say it looks like the Spider-Man game, but it looks like the Spider-Man game, like that kind of quality.
It does.
And then you have these A-list voice actors for these games coming in to play these characters. And then everything in between. Lots of ports, lots of news and updates on other smaller stuff. Almost everything that we expected. Your Octopaths, your FF14 update. FF8's getting a remastered finally.
Yeah.
And an update, I do want to say that there is a placeholder on Amazon that has now been completely removed, and for the deluxe edition.
Really?
But you cannot order it yet. Trust me, I've been refreshing it as we've been going. If you click on the placeholder there for the main copy, it'll ask you, what platform. There's only one platform to pick. It's PS4. And then what edition. And now you can't even select it to the other edition. But it's like they're rendering in through the process. It's going to be available probably before the end of the night, going into the morning.
Yeah. I don't want to pay that much money for my shipping.
Well,
I can wait for it on Amazon.
Right. And yeah, no. I think it's cool that they're putting out the first class thing, but one, I think it's expensive for a figure, and two, as you said, to be able to get it on day one, that's just too much. That's an extra $300 when you can get the deluxe edition, get almost everything but the figure in one summon, still, and you're gonna get it. And there's also gonna be enough deluxe editions to go around. You know, I mean, you can pre-order it now and make sure that you get it, but between now and March, you're not going to have a hard time getting it.
No.
Well, dude, it's getting late. We need to get out of here. We got to go to work in the morning.
Yeah.
For those watching, we are going to be we're going to do a live watch of Nintendo Direct, yeah. But it won't be live. It won't be live as they air it. It'll be live to us because we're not going to watch it till we get off of work. But then we're going to go ahead and do the podcast recap from Bethesda, Ubisoft. I watched Ubisoft today, and then
I did not.
Well, you didn't miss much.
I know. I saw the highlights.
Watch Dogs looks cool. It's a different idea. It's neat. That was pretty much it. But and then Square. Yeah, I thought Square did pretty good. We'll see what Nintendo has to hold for us tomorrow.
Come on, A+ from Nintendo.
I mean, right.
You've already done great for us on your individual directs. I mean, you've had a Mario Maker Direct. You've had a Pokemon Direct. I want to know what you got. What cards are you holding here?
Mm-hmm. Same here, man.
You got to be holding a Royal Flush if you're throwing out your two biggies.
Right, dude. Yeah, I think we're gonna get Link's Awakening. You know, a release date. I think we're gonna get a few more things. I think they're gonna touch on some things that they've already kind of announced and said, hey, they're coming to Switch this year or whatever. You know, from some of the other guys, hey, this is coming. Hey, this is coming. But, that stuff's usually pretty quick, and they don't spend a lot of time on it. But, yeah, well, we will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and take care, guys. I've been Brando.
And I've been Mike.
Game on, guys. Later on.